Most people overpay for products like this. Here's why this one is different. I've seen a lot of dual-extruder printers that promise multicolor or multi-material prints, but half the time the two hot ends fight each other instead of working together. The Sermoon D3 Pro actually delivers on that promise, and it does it without turning your workspace into a plastic confetti storm. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. I've had this machine for about 6 weeks now, running it almost every day for everything from quick prototyping to small batch production pieces. The first thing that stood out was the dual extruder setup. Most printers in this price range either can't keep both nozzles in sync or they use so much that you end up with a tangled mess. The D3 Pro's hot ends are spaced just right and the firmware handles the purge towers cleanly, so you get true two-color prints without the usual cleanup headache. I printed a little two-tone frog last week and the transition layer looked sharp, no stringing, no drool. That's the kind of reliability you usually pay twice as much to get. Speed is another area where this printer punches above its weight. It's rated for 300 mm per second, and while I don't run it flat out all the time, even at 200 mm per second it's churning out decent benchy quality prints in under an hour. The high-flow extruders, 32 mm superscript 3/S, help a lot. Thick layers go down fast without sagging. I've used it to prototype a small camera rig bracket overnight. By morning I had a usable part that fit perfectly. If you're used to hobby-grade printers that crawl at 50 mm per second, the jump to this speed feels like someone finally uncorked the bottle. Then there's the enclosed chamber. A lot of open-frame printers struggle with ABS or ASA because the part warps as soon as the breeze hits it. The D3 Pro keeps the inside at 60 degrees Celsius, so those tricky materials actually stick. I've run ASA prints overnight and they came off the bed without a single corner lift. The door is clear acrylic, so you can still see what's happening, and the smart door sensor pauses the job if you open it, handy when you're juggling filament changes. Auto bed leveling is one of those features that sounds simple until you realize how many printers still make you babysit the first layer. The D3 Pro uses a BL Touch-style probe that maps the entire bed in under 30 seconds. After that, you're basically guaranteed a first layer that's flat as a pancake. I've swapped filaments a dozen times and never had to tweak the screws. When the print finishes, the flexible magnetic sheet pops off cleanly, and the corners don't curl up like they do on glass beds. It's the kind of thing you only notice when it's missing. The build volume is 290 by 220 by 300 mm, which is big enough for most functional parts without eating your entire desk. I've fit 2 small drone arms side by side and still had room for a calibration cube. The frame is steel, so it doesn't wobble when the print head zips around at high speed. There's also a built-in camera that streams to your phone via the Sermoon app, useful for checking long jobs without hovering over the machine. On the software side it runs Marlin, so Cura and Prusa slicer profiles are easy to find. I started with the included slicer but switched to Prusa slicer for better supports. The learning curve is mild. If you've used any modern printer, you'll feel at home in a day. Now, nothing's perfect. The spool holder is on the back, so when you're loading a new roll you have to reach around the frame. It's not a deal breaker, but it's not as smooth as a top-mounted holder. Also, the first layer calibration can be a touch aggressive. If your bed is already pretty level, you might want to dial the Z offset back a hair to avoid squished lines. Lastly, the instruction manual is a little sparse. Most of what I figured out came from YouTube tutorials rather than the booklet. Overall, this printer feels like it was designed by people who actually print for a living, not just tinker on weekends. It's fast enough for quick iterations, reliable enough for small production runs, and enclosed enough to handle engineering-grade filaments without drama. If you've been burned by dual extruder printers that promise multicolor but deliver headaches, this one might be the exception. Check it out using the link below if it sounds like the right fit for your shop.